US dollars, and still growing economies. Even in last year's growth was quite consistent. So I spoke about the unique strategy, geographical, cultural, and economic positioning, which is very interesting. And this area is very much in the heart of a Euro-Mediterranean partnership called Euromed, which is quite interesting, I think, and promising. And other countries are more and more open. So it's really beginning to be a very open area and very dynamic area. We had, as I said, efficient resistance to world crisis and a rather good financial stability. Okay, so what are the main business opportunities for Northern Africa? I would say first it's a high potential area because of this geostrategic positioning I spoke about. We have also there a large and well-educated population. Basically, if we look at all the country, we have around 160 million people. About half of them are in Egypt alone, which has a very big population. And the two following countries in terms of population are Algeria with 35 million and then Morocco with 31 million about. So these countries have been quite a lot investing on education, which is good because development there has been quite consistent and people can read, can write and so on. So it's a good basis for being able to recruit some well-educated employees. It's Africa's main economic region, as I said, with healthy growing economies. Country opening, integrating as well. There used to be not a lot of cooperation between the different countries in the area, but this is now increasing in a consistent way. And last but not least, it's a business and foreign direct investment friendly area, especially at the foreign direct investment. They can really rely, beside the population, on logistic infrastructure and telecommunication investment, which have been very, very consistent in last years. I was in Tunisia a few days ago, and each time I go there, I'm really impressed to see how much infrastructure is developing. There are a lot of buildings, new buildings and so on, so it's very dynamic. There are some very nice foreign investment incentives in many spots. And in addition to that, very dynamic internal markets. These people, they really want to consume. And there is a very large percentage of the population which is very young. So key opportunities are, first of all, energy. Just to remind you, especially Algeria and Libya are quite strong at the energy supply. Services are very demanding as well, are very dynamic as well, including public services. And there is a lot to do there in terms of public services linked to water, to waste management, and so on. Healthcare is also very dynamic. And for instance, Tunisia has been investing a lot in this field. They really want to be in the forefront for that. Transport are quite dynamic. Aeronautics and automotive, especially subcontracting European or American companies. IT and high-tech and telecoms. It has been a big pressure to put a lot of added value in high-tech and telecoms. Distribution also has nice potential because there are a lot of needs over there. Construction, building, infrastructure, I spoke of it previously, so this is also very dynamic. Tourism has a huge potential. A lot has been done, but still a huge amount can be still done. Just to speak of Algeria, for instance, they have a seashore of 1,000 kilometers looking at the Mediterranean Sea, so it's absolutely huge, and almost nothing has been done so far. So tourism has a bright future, and it's so close to France, to Europe. You know, it just takes a couple of hours to more or less to reach any most European cities. So agriculture and agribusiness is also quite dynamic with a lot of potential. Consumer goods, because people want to consume, definitely. And this is nice because due to the position, this can target both internal markets, as I said, because they are growing, and obviously external markets, and especially sub-Saharan Africa and also Europe. Okay? So our capacity, we are based in the capital of Tunisia, Tunis, and from there we cover North Africa plus a part of the West and part of Central Africa. We have industry experience in very many fields because we have been there a long time and we have been cooperating with many companies. And what we offer basically is strategy consulting, market intelligence services, and market intelligence organization consulting. Okay, so that's about it. Okay, well, I don't think it's a huge market because basically they're modern buildings, for them it's more like traditional building, concrete and so on. So I'm not sure there is a huge market. This could be more investigated, but I don't think there is a huge market so far on that, at least in Northern Africa. There is a lot done. I think so far it's mainly done from domestic wood. So maybe there could be some potential for importing wood there because there is some nice local knowledge about manufacturing, and labor cost is quite interesting. So it could be a nice thing to investigate, definitely. Yeah. Well, you mean in terms of personal security?
Personal security, yes.
Yeah, it's very safe. It's safe for people. Yeah, it's not dangerous for. If you go there and you walk in the street, you are not facing a real big danger. Really, you don't feel being in a potential dangerous situation. Really, you should not go just nowhere. You saw like in any country, but on the whole, North African countries are relatively safe countries. Yeah.
How long does it usually take from just being polite and let's say keen to speak till the real business can be concluded? Does it take months, years, decades?
Well, I would say we could think about months, definitely. The thing is managing to find the right contacts rapidly. This is the key. Because
who is the right contact?
The right contacts are, to say it in a simple way, are the good families in some way. Because you have some powerful people, and in the northern African country, things are very much working around the family concept. And then if you have access to good families and to good people in the family, then it can be very, very fast. But it's a key point. It's a key point because thanks to that, you can have the good connection both at private and public level. So which means both at political level to get authorization, to get documents and so on, and also at the business level. So definitely this connection to the right people is the key one. If you get the right connection, it can be pretty fast.
Okay, but everyone at the meetings present themselves as a good family.
Oh yeah.
With decision power.
That's where you have to speak with people who know. It's not.
Where are the people who know?
Well, I can try to help you if you want. No, but it's much less complicated than, for instance, when you go to Saudi Arabia or when you go to Gulf countries. There, it is really complicated because, as you say, a lot of people say, "I am the check something, and I am the entry to," and so on. So give me money, and then I will introduce you to. It's much easier. It's not so complicated in North Africa because, basically, building a kind of cartography of the key people, building the map of the key people, who to get in touch with, and so on. You can go through that quite easily, and not so many traps, definitely.
What about the language in business environment? French, it should be must or nice to have?
Well, French is basically spoken by almost everybody. Okay, Then when it comes to business, obviously people speak French because it's quite B language in some way. But beside this, key people also speak English most of the time. And especially young people, as young managers, they have all of them gone through good local universities and schools, or very many of them have been studying to Europe or to the States or to very many spots. So all the young people, they speak good English. Well, it's better, especially if you go to a bit older people, it's good to speak French. But really, I would say that in most circles, you can manage around English. And that's also one thing that I've been investing in, because they were conscious that opening to other areas where English was a key asset for that. So they have been making efforts on that. So you can manage with English, I would say. Yes.